Ooh, missile smoke, that's cool. Shield effects, wasn't so. Not only are there just a ton of jobs in this field, but everything, not even just the tech sector, but every sector is being influenced and revolutionized really by computers. And so even if you're not becoming a computer programmer, having that basic sort of digital literacy is going to be important no matter what you do in the future. My name is Gretchen LeGrand. I'm the Executive Director of Code in the Schools, a nonprofit here in Baltimore that teaches computer science. When we first start teaching computer programming to the kids in our classes, whether they're making a game or an animation, they're using a block-based language, which is great for small hands and people who aren't great at typing because it eliminates kind of typos and syntax errors that would normally break the code. You take a block of code and you snap it into another block of code and you keep building lines of code that way until you have an algorithm that does whatever it is that you want it to do.
It like jumps at the same, like moves at the same time.
Right, because they're all controlled by the same arrow keys, right? Kodoo is a free to download program. It's made by Microsoft. And do you see this big red temperature thing over here? That means that we are using all of the memory that we have. So we might have to stop doing one of these things before we crash the program. It's a really fun program to use because it's in 3D and you have all of these fun tools for doing terrain editing, and then all of the objects that you are going to program are already in the engine itself, so all of those assets are there. It's a really nice program to start with. So then every time you press the space bar, he will launch that missile.
Oh, cool.
When we teach in elementary school, we really hope and encourage that the kids will continue their education at one of the Ingenuity schools. Those are math and science focused programs. Or, if they have more of a bent towards art, we encourage that as well because there's a lot of intersection between art and computer science and programming. Cool game engine. Okay, so I think we're gonna go down here. The feedback that we get a lot from students is, first one of awareness, that now they know how the programs that they're used to using on, whether it's a phone or an iPad or just on their computer, they have a new understanding of who it is that's actually building those programs, and because they've become computer programmers themselves. In addition to that, I think it's a really fun experience for a lot of them because they're not just learning to code, but they're making stuff and they're being really creative in that process.
This is really cool.
The work that we're doing at Code in the Schools is really important to me from a social justice standpoint, that we're giving kids opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have access to, and opening up this field that is very, very well-paying jobs and very high in demand. So I feel like we're having an impact in that way.